You want a palm tree in your garden, but you don't live in the tropics? Let me introduce you to my low-maintenance, winter-surviving, drama-free queen in this week's midweek video. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my channel. This is my midweek version, so it's a little bit shorter, and I thank you for watching. As you heard in my teaser, I'm talking about the easiest and fun palm for northern climates. So I'm talking easy but fun. And those two go together because not all of the easy ones are that fun, and not all the fun ones are that easy. So I'm putting fun and easy together, and this is what I think. It's probably not what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, he's going to say the Trachycarpus fortunei, which is the windmill palm. I'm not. You might be thinking, well, I know he loves his Chilean wine palm hybrid, and that is a close second. But what I'm talking about today is the European fan palm, the Chamaerops humilis, which I can't even say very well, but I think it is so easy and fun, and I think it's so underrated. Here in the US, there are not a lot of them in northern climates. Everybody has Trachycarpus fortunei. And then if they want to branch out, they're like, oh, I'm gonna do a Washingtonia robusta, because I've seen lots of people overwinter those. And I'm not saying those are not good. I have lots and lots of Trachycarpus. I love them. I think they're great. You can get them so nice and big. I have quite a few Washingtonia robustas. They're fun because they grow so fast, but they're a little difficult. But what I think is the easiest, and if you are starting off and wanting palm trees in a northern climate and you're like, Tim, what should I get? My number one choice would be the European fan palm. And I want to explain why I think that way. Why did I make this choice? I made this choice because this is a great palm. It's fairly compact in that it's not going to grow gigantic super fast. So if you're a brand new palm person, it's a great entryway into the palm world. You can buy them small. It's very easy in the summer in northern climates. It likes sun. You don't have to water it too much. It's a beautiful palm. It definitely gives you that tropical feeling. But what I like about it is, yes, you do have to cover it if you're in zone 6, zone 7, maybe even a little bit in zone 8, maybe not. I think you could get away with it in zone 8. But when I say cover it, I'm covering it with some insulation board, some Christmas lights. But what's fun about this palm, and this is the difference between the Trachycarpus fortunei and the windmill palms, is that it's small enough that on a nice winter day, I open this palm up on the top and I get to see it. Sometimes I even open the front of the palm and let it have some sun. So if it's in the 40s, even the upper 30s in the daytime, I let it breathe. And it's very hardy. Like if you are a little late covering up and it goes down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, you are not going to lose this palm if it's just for one day. You have a little bit of leeway there. So if you're starting off with a brand new palm, I'm highly recommending this because it's fun. You get to interact with it in the wintertime. With my Trachycarpus, they are covered up, they're secure. I'm not opening them up because I have this whole frost cloth method, which I'm sure you've seen on my channel. If you haven't, go back and look. With my Washingtonia robustas, yes, if I had a great mechanism like Jose does, where you have basically a cabinet door that you open up and you have panels of plastic basically or glass there, you get to interact a little bit more. I have too many palms. I really can't do that. But with this one, it's so easy. If you put your palm up by your house or near your house on a nice day, you come out, open it up a little bit, enjoy it, check on it, and it will reward you with at least getting to see your palm in the wintertime, and then it's so easy to take care of. I don't know why more people don't have this palm in the US. I just think it definitely gives you that quick tropical feel. I've had this one probably, I think 5 years now. It was pretty good size when I got it, but it has grown a lot, but it's still more like a nice big shrub. And I think that's what makes it so easy, is that it is not going to be 15 feet overnight like my Washingtonia robustas, which just seem to grow so fast. The Trachycarpus, yes, you could get a small one and start with that, but I just think this gives you a little more bang for your buck. And because they branch out from the bottom, you get a nice tropical shrub right away. Now, you can cut those off and have a single trunk one. In fact, my other one that's down on the way to the pool, it has a little bit more of a single trunk to it. Not that I've done anything to promote that, it's just that's the way it came, and it's a little bit, I think, of a different species, which if any of you can identify, I would love to know, because it just came as a European fan palm. But I just think it's got a nice feel to it. I think it's very underrated, and I think it's so easy to take care of. I've never had a spear pull. I've never had issues that I've had with my other palms in this garden. I'm back here to try to show you what the height of this is. And like I said, this one's probably 5 years old since I've got it. It was a fairly good sized one when I purchased it, but as you can see, it's not out of control. It's pretty, it looks tropical, it's not overbearing, and that's why I'm always shocked that there's not more of them here. In fact, if I were to go to Home Depot or Lowe's, which are big, gigantic box stores here in the US, I guarantee you the palm I would see for sale in the garden department would be a Robellini. For some reason, there are just so many Robellinis. Yes, of course, you would see the typical majestic palm, which they sell inside all the time. Those are always there, but it's always outside that I see they have Robellinis for some reason. I never see these in the big box stores, and I don't know why, because they're so great. They're a fabulous palm. And what's also fun about this palm is this is the second year in a row that I've gotten seeds from it, or I will get seeds. There's seeds on here already. Last year, I got a bunch of seeds, and they germinated so easy and so fast. And I want to show you the baby palms that I have all growing. I've got way too many right now, but I do like that I have seeds. I have one other, I guess it's a male. They don't seem to be blooming at the same time, but somehow I am getting seeds off of this plant. Here you can see some of the seeds from this year. They're not ready to be picked yet. Last year I waited till they got really, really red, and I picked them, and then I soaked them, and then I peeled off all the skin and planted them. And as you will see, I had a really good success with last year's crop, probably too successful because I got so many plants. Now last year there were more on this one, and I don't have any this year, so a little less this year, and there were more on this side over here. So I think last year the rabbits were messing with them, and I think the rabbits might be doing that this year as well. I do want to warn you that they do have some nice sharp edges on here. I'm trying to zoom in so you can see. It's not as bad as a Washingtonia robusta, but I still get stuck with this all the time, especially when I'm trying to pull out some branches or something, or cleaning up the bottom. Anytime I get, because it's low to the ground and I'm bending down under there, you kind of forget that they're above you, and it has gotten my face many times, not even once. If you ever look at me in a video and you're like, wow, he looks a little beat up, it's usually from my palm trees. They're very aggressive with me. I have 3 bins of these, and these are all the baby European fan palms that came up this winter, and they're growing really well, and I need to transplant them already into something bigger. And here is my other European fan palm. I bought this a few years later. I think I've told you this before. This was an emotional buy. I was at a place that had it on sale, and I was like, I can't leave without this palm. And I was a little worried about it the first year just because I didn't give it the best protection that it needed, and it sailed through just fine. And like I said, I think it's a male because it has not, it flowers, but it has not gone to seed. And then plus I have my other female up there. So something's going on between the 2 of them, I believe. But like I said, I don't know the exact variety of this one because it looks very different from the other one's very dark green. This one is not dark green. So I'd like to have anyone's input, especially all you UK and European people where these are just a dime a dozen. I'm sure some of you could identify this, where here, not so much. They're just not around. Of course, in this light, it's looking darker green than it actually is. It just has a little bit more silver tones to it. It's just not that dark green. And I hope it shows up in this video where you can see it a little bit better, but it definitely has a little more silver, a little more gray to it. So maybe that will help some of you identify, is it a subspecies? Is it a different variant from normal? So what is my rating? I am going to give it a 9. I know that seems really high, but I just think the palm is way too easy. It's such an easy thing to do. You basically build a structure, you put Christmas lights on it, use a thermocube, use a temperature gauge, and it's so nice. You can open it up on nice days and enjoy the palm. I think it's a great one. I'm definitely sticking with 9. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you Saturday morning with my brand new video. Thanks, everyone.